G'day everyone, Gareth here from Fraser Coast Food Forest. I think it's time for another video. We had a nice thunderstorm this morning and a couple of days ago as well. So we've had a bit of rain fall down in the food forest. You can still see it's overcast. We're probably going to get some more rain. And everything's really starting to look really good now. And I've scored myself another bath to add to the worm factory. We're getting a bit of worm juice now. There's literally thousands and thousands of worms in each bin now. So they're going really well. In fact, you can feel it starting to go into those worm castings. And I've got a new one here which I'll set up. And I'll get a few more of these as well. But this video, I just thought I'll do maybe a quick video on some citrus. So I have two citrus over here in some pots which were given to me, and they're not looking too good. And we're going to plant them. But first thing I'm going to do is prune them, because there's a lot of dead, sick looking branches. So this is going to get a big prune, both of these. We've got a mandarin. This is a Fora mandarin, a delicious mandarin. There's lots of fruit on it, but I mean, you can just see how sick this tree is. There's dead branches. We want to get rid of some of these lower branches, and you can see here as well, get rid of some of these lower branches. And this is actually a seedless lemon, and I'm going to put one right here obviously, and then one around where that pot is, depending on if there's any roots in there. There was some roots in here, but they were quite dead, so I was able to get through them, as you can see. And I've made that hole hopefully about the size of the contents of that pot. But first I'm going to go get my pruners, and we'll prune it before we start putting it in the hole. Alright, let's have a look at this citrus, eh? So I think we could probably take this out. We don't need that anymore. And we want to just trim away all these lower ones. I'm not worried about any fruit. Both of these look as though they're very, very low graft. You can see the difference here. So the graft is about here on this one. And I'm going to cut all these little ones off. And then I might actually go here on that one. I want to cut this quite vigorously. I might cut this one off here. I know it's a lot, but it's probably the best thing for this citrus at the moment. This one's going to come right off here, and this one, oh, that's a bit tricky, that one. That one. You can see how much we've taken off already, and there's more to come off. I'm going to take, you can see these nodes here. I'm kind of trying to aim for some of these, and so we'll get some growth coming out of this. This one here, I might come down a bit further on this one here actually, and come down about here. And then this one here we will cut off just above, just point the camera to it, eh? Just above this node here. And there is our prune. I might even take these smaller ones off here. I might take that centre out actually. So there's our pruned seedless lemon. It's all lemon, no seeds. Lemon heaven. It doesn't really give me, oh, it says grafted citrus lemon eureka. So it's a seedless Eureka. There you go. All right, now, best way to do this, we're going to try and loosen this up first. I'm going to set this tripod up. The easiest way to do this, I'm going to try and loosen it out of its pot first, just by squeezing this pot a bit. And I'm hoping we'll be able to lift it out from the bottom here. And hopefully there's a lot of roots in it. Look at that! And we're going to have to dig the hole a little bit deeper. Or not. But I think I might. We should be really careful. We don't want to rip these roots away from the base of this tree. So I'm just going to make it a bit deeper. I want to get this one a bit level. I normally mound my fruit trees, but in this case I'm not going to. I'm going to use the native soil we have here. Lemons are a bit more hardier than some of the fruit trees that I'm planting. Doesn't matter if it's a bit higher. We'll chuck this back in. Carefully, I might go at the bottom now. Not much lower, but that'll do. Nicely positioned, upright. And we're going to get all this soil in here, tuck it in. It's more like a topsoil, this we have here, and sand. Tuck it into the gaps. We're going to water this in so it fills all the air pockets. And we're slightly raised. Oh, doesn't really matter too much. By the time I get a nice mulch pile on here as well, it'll come up and protect it all. And she's going to sink slightly as well. Now, citrus like to get pruned back now and then, especially when you start getting some diseases. I'm just going to stand on it. Don't go stomping on it. You may break those roots away from the main tree, and then you could have problems. It's mainly where I filled it in. When we water it in, that'll compact it even more. Let's get as much of this soil back up. Oh, careful you don't tread on your lemon cuttings. Now, I don't have any mulch available at the moment. I'm trying to get my hands on the round bales of sugarcane mulch. We've got a lot of sugarcane farms around here, sort of all surrounding Harvey Bay. So I just got to get some time to get out there and pick some up. I probably need about 2 bales for in here. Alright, so we'll go over to the mandarin. I'll walk you over here. So the mandarin, I'm going to prune this one up first, even before I dig the hole. And this one. I think this whole branch here can come off. It's dead down to here. So we'll just go, we'll trim that one right off. We're going to take, see, this is, this original pole here was almost stuck. These do come in handy, so I keep them. We've got the tag here. We'll put the tag somewhere else because we're going to prune all this off. But we'll keep that one. This, I think, needs to come off. can see where that tape started strangling that. So you've got to watch out for them when you take them out in the nursery. They'll have that right up against it. There's another one in here. Look, it's actually, yeah, but you can see it. Sometimes they strangle, they don't break away. So you've got to watch out for that. So we're going to prune that off. That's all dead. This one can come off here. We're probably going to lose all its fruit, but this is a rescue mission. This is growing quite nice, but I still think it needs to come down. There's a node here which will send a branch out this way, so I'm going to prune that one off as well. And then let's have a look here. This is a bit weird. This is going to be a real heavy prune, this one. I'm going to take this one all the way off. We've got a node coming just out here, so I'm going to go just above that. Generally you'll try and cut all of your branches around the same height, just so you get more of an even growth. And I think we're going to take this one completely off, and then we're going to take this one off. There's a node out the back here, another bit of growth here. I'm going to take that right off just below this intersection here. I hope you can see all this. Am I in the way? Silly bum. Anyway, that one right off there. We've lost all of that fruit, but it was probably going to be no good anyway. It's going to get a little bit of a shock when we plant it in the ground. This one here can come off. Oh, maybe here. There we go. Don't be scared. Look at that. There's another bit of tape that's actually embedded into that branch. It's grown into it. That's all right now. We've got it off. It's not strangling it anymore. All right, I'm not going to bore you with digging a hole. Nobody really wants to see that. But what I'll do is we'll come back and I'll put this one in the ground. All right, hole dug. We're very lucky. We got, in most places it's quite soft here, and it's literally almost a pure topsoil. Smells really good as well. All right, here we go. Hopefully the camera angle can see that pot. Yep, so easiest way, just bend it, get the knee in there, loosen it off the edges. You've got to be very careful when you do this. If you hear any ripping, you stop it. Get the hand underneath. Sorry about my bum. That's pretty good. I like that. Now, it's going to be a bit of an angle because it's sort of grown lopsided. And we'll just push it back, try and get this to grow back nice, even shape. Let's start putting this back in. Now, this is a rescue. I don't know what was wrong with this citrus. Whether it was maybe just neglect, was it diseased? I don't know, right? So I can't guarantee 100% it's going to survive. But with some tender loving care, we should be able to bring it back. It's a bit different rescuing a citrus if you're taking it out of the ground and maybe putting it in a different location. I've definitely learned from that with my pomelo, which is unfortunately passed away now, but I have replaced it. You might be able to see it over there, the new one over there. And the difference is you're cutting the roots. At least in the pots, they're constricted to the pot. You're not damaging anything. The only way you damage it is, like I said, if you pick it up and you rip the roots away from the base of the tree. That can do some damage. But we've got all the roots surviving. And there we go. There's two citrus, one seedless lemon and one flora mandarin. Now we're going to water them in. Bear with me, I'll go get the tap and we'll go water that in. There we go. I just got one of those little sprinklers here, they're pretty handy. And I'll just leave that going for 15 minutes. Get it really soaked in. Might even just put it upside down first and get all this nice and wet. I want this to soak all the way through to fill up those air pockets that we've created. Because although it's nice and soft, the downside of a soil like this, it just sits on the top, and you can literally just break it open here. It's still very dry. That's why I need a lot of mulch to keep the moisture in here. I don't know whether the camera's going to pick that up, but you can see it's still very dry in there, so this needs to be on for a long time. Then hopefully I'll get some sugarcane mulch. If not, I'll just get some from Bunnings, but we'll put a big mulch pile in here. So there we go. Citrus rescue, done and dusted. One thing I did forget, when you're replanting anything, whether you're buying a brand new one from the nursery and you put it in the ground, that's the level there of what it was in the pot. So when you put something in a new pot or into the ground, don't go any higher than that. If you put this in the ground this deep, you could get root rot, collar rot, whatever you want to call it, and you can kill your tree. So you don't want to go any higher than the original level that was in the pot. With exceptions to things like bananas and that, they don't mind it. Alright, there we go. One flora mandarin, one seedless lemon planted. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share, and give us a big thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care everyone, bye.